Now this thing... apparently it charges things. Or you can... Maybe I can use it to take out those nearby phantoms. Either way. But it seems to me that I'm going to need... I need to make plates, and for that I need the press. And for that... I think I can only put it way out here. So the depot is there. I'll have to put something in between it and the mechanical press, just so that there's enough distance between them. And let me grab my electric motor. Oh, it was on the belt. That had me worried for a minute. I'm gonna put that over there. But before I do anything with it, I feel like I ought to check on... I feel like I ought to check on the plant. More accurately, see how much plutonium it's put out. And polonium. So 35 polonium and a dozen plutonium. It's getting near where it's supposed to be, but I only need about 15 more pellets. Anyway, for the Tesla coil, well, first I'll need 2 brass sheets and 2 zinc sheets. And I should have some brass in the machine room. I knew I made some extra. Gonna put it down there, but I guess it won't cooperate, will it? There. Don't want to have to do it that way, but all right. Two of these here. Oh, I guess you can't do it. Has to be one at a time. Oh, and you know what else I ought to do? Well, no, forget it. I was going to make this redstone sensitive so I can turn it on and off, but I'm going to be using this motor in, well, various different places. It's not all part of one giant assembly like before. So that's zinc and copper and capacitors. I should already have a brass casing around somewhere. And then, once again, I need 24 wires, so a dozen copper plates. And I'll just stick with wind power for this thing. Oh, for a second I thought it wasn't accepting the inputs, but while it's doing that, I don't know, maybe it would be better if I put the electric motor where it was and move the gear back to where that was again, because it's much easier to place that way. And then 3 more copper coils. Alright, so before we get started with this, I'd like to make sure that all the units I need are involved. You see how these arrows are? It's a sort of a flow. You've seen this before. But in order to... I need to guarantee that the Tesla coil is going to come out here, and all of these are going to be involved in it. I mean, if I were to angle this one over that, like to the left instead, then we wouldn't be able to build the thing because the brass sheet in there would end up going that way instead of up, where it should. As long as these all connect to each other. That's the important part. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Oh, wait. Yeah, see, if I were to... These two have to face each other. And then... Okay, I officially don't know what's happening this time. Okay, so it looks to me as though what I have to do to get this to craft is to take all the extra crafters out. And only then will I be able to get it to run. I mean, it's silly, really. If you have 21 crafters, then you have 10 crafters, logically speaking. So the deployer, I think you saw earlier when I demonstrated how to make a precision circuit. That was what was I think what was putting on the various components of that circuit. So I'm going to make one of those next, as well as some sandpaper. I was going to say, assuming I can find my electric motor, but it's right here. So one of the components here really is a brass hand. If I can find my battery... Oh, it's here, yeah. Okay, I'll just stamp those out. Guess it's not readily available, but I can do it this way. And for whatever reason, there's some sandpaper in this quest too. I should have some sand if I can't, and if I don't have any on hand right now, I can just grab some. And paper. I should have paper. I should have a lot of paper. If not here. Yeah. I do have some here. Since I'm headed this way anyway. Oh yeah, I've only got like 9 more. Is it 9 more? I'm not sure. I'll just go out for some sand here. Assuming I can actually... There we go. And there's the sandpaper. That's what I'd use as opposed to the enrichment chamber to polish the rose quartz. more of this do I need again? 76, so yeah, 9. 9. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna fill these back up. Now it's 8, actually. There we go. Ah, Builder's Tea. That's something that, that was in a quest in Create. It's something you make in the mixer. I suppose if you have a mixer, you might as well use it to mix stuff in. Regardless of whether or not that stuff is alloys or food. Oh, and I keep getting super glue. And now this mechanical arm. The first thing to actually require a precision circuit. Fortunately, I got 4 of them. But I'm going to need to pour some more andesite. There we go. And there's brass sheets. And I think I need more brass for that. Now, if I didn't have the induction smelter to make brass in, I'd end up using the mixer plus some and heating it on the underside. But I think eventually there's going to be some quest where I'll need to heat the. I'll need to make something that's not only mixed but very heated. Okay. I got a brass casing, one of these, and what was the last thing? Andesite? Yeah, andesite. I'm not sure what I've needed it for though. I guess it's for more automation. It's to take something off of one production line and put it on another production line. Maybe I ought to wall off that that bit of soul flame. An item vault. Real simple, just a barrel and a couple of iron plates. we go. Maybe I'll keep all this crate stuff in a vault. How big is this thing? Oh, it's kind of sizable. But you have to use, well, belts, apparently. Shame, really. That would look really cool in the complex. Speaking of complexes, more of this is, I'll have to keep something of a watch. I really don't want to waste, yeah, 5 more. I don't want to waste nuclear. I don't want to waste the waste. I know how silly that sounds. Then there's an alternator. And it looks like I gotta rejigger the crafting array. It's been set to, well, Tesla coil mode. Okay, let me just change the shape of this thing back to what it was before. That 1353 thing I used for the motor. Come on, there we go. Now everything should feed into everything else. Then I'll put it, what the, oh. Alright, back up here. Okay, now what do I need for this thing? Let's see. 6 iron sheets, an iron rod, which I think I have. 3 more copper core blocks, a zinc sheet, and a copper sheet. And I think the only thing I really need to use create for is the zinc sheet. So let me just put the I gotta be able to turn this on and off. There. Getting kind of crowded up on this roof, I know. The rest of the sheets I can just stamp out right here. Seem to be running out of iron. Oh, right, and I need copper too. Well, it's not that hard to get a hold of. I'll just smelt some more of it. There we go. Which one do I have? Oh, yeah. Inside LA, I've got enough of that. I gotta say this is gonna come in if I ever do immersive engineering and need to roll out wire. So there's iron sheets here, here, and there. There, there, and there. Iron rod in the middle. Capacitor in the bottom. Bit of andesite at the top. This thing's still running. But it's almost finished. There we go. Oh, forgot to hold down shift. There we go. I'm going to put these three here. And there. I'm just going to stand here to catch it. And voila. One alternator.